Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter here at the workbench with the Lie-Nielsen 4.5 bedrock style smoothing plane. And these are the highlights. Long version to follow this. So, here are the facts. It came in at 5.756 pounds or 2610 grams. The length is 10 1/4 from nose to tail. It's only 9 3/4 to where the tote, what I call the tote bulge or the tote fasten, comes in. So it's a little, just a tiny bit shorter. As for flatness, I can't measure anything under 1/1000th of an inch, so it's flat within 1/1000th of an inch. The width is a little bit, it's a 32nd of an inch wider. It comes in at 2 27/32. The cheeks, both left and right, are within a thousandth of each other at 0.0186 and 0.0187. And as far as square, the left was square under 1/1000th, and the right was square just like right at 1/1000th of an inch. So you could just go ahead and call them square. The lever cap is bronze. And of course, at a price point that this plane is, it passes in flying colors. As to the cap iron and cutting iron, or the chip breaker and blade, the cap iron measured 0.123, so it's just right around 1/8 of an inch. And as far as its width and its parallel and its squareness, it all passed. The cutting iron, it was a little bit thicker at 0.142. There too, it measures exactly 2 3/8 inch front and back, and it is square. Now, I might mention that I believe this to be either a display plane or a demo plane. I'm not sure if it was considered new or not because of the color of the cherry. This is oxidized on the tote and knob, telling me that it's been in daylight. That's all. The lateral is a two-piece lateral, brass or bronze thumb portion, and it is screwed to it, 2 small screws. And the lateral disc rotates as a bearing should. And as I have mentioned, the tote and the knob are cherry. And what's interesting is the cherry, at least it used to, I don't know if they still are partnering with the sawmill that's just a few miles away from my home. And so if they are still partnering with them, it's only the highest grade cherry. As to the screws, on the knob, the screw is just under the top by maybe a 32nd to a 64th. That's good. And on the tote, the top nut protrudes a little on one side, but not on the other. And the toe screw is an oval, and it is nice. It's smooth. It's not going to give you any problems whatsoever. As to the yoke and the advance nut, the yoke is bronze, and it is tightly fitted. Very little slop, so that when you go to look at the backlash, there is hardly any. There is what I am calculating, and it could be give or take a little, but I'm calculating about 3/8 of a turn for backlash. And the adjusting nut is slightly smaller. It's 1 1/8, and it is brass. So those are the highlights for the Lie-Nielsen. Now I have already taken the blade to the sharpening plates, and I have honed it, and amazingly, the back of the blade, or what some of us call the face, is flat. You could initialize it by polishing it flat. I did use the David Charlesworth technique just for 3 strokes. That's it. 1, 2, 3 to put an edge on this. And the iron, I'm assuming, is A2 steel, and it honed beautifully and polished beautifully. So I'm looking forward to putting this through the paces. Once again, I'm hoping that you thank the good people at Lie-Nielsen Toolworks and Tom Lie-Nielsen personally for lending us this plane to demo in our shootout. And it being in the top 2 highest priced planes that I have, one can only expect it to be in the precision that it is. So I don't want to have any bias. I don't want to have any opinion. We shall see when it comes time to make shavings, right? Right. So that's about it, folks. I hope you found something useful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section. And the only thing I am going to say, when it comes to price, only you can determine what's good for you. But if you're going to make this a lifetime passion and you're fairly young, just keep in the back of your mind, you buy once, cry once, okay? If a tool is expensive and you make a careful decision in purchasing it and you take extremely good care of it, not only will it last your lifetime, but it will last another generation and possibly a third generation. So, having said that, just keep that in the back of your mind when we're looking at all these planes. If, however, you're going to do this for 5 years and that's it, wham, bam, done, okay, that's a different story. So, like, subscribe, and share. Head out to your workshop. Go make some shavings. I haven't done shavings in a while. I have one more plane in this 4.5 smoothing plane review, and that's the Clifton. That'll be next. Walter out.